Today's article begins by saying Anthony Bourdain loves food and traveling to other countries to try their food.
Traveling and trying each country's local food, what a wonderful way to enjoy one's life. Do you ever travel to a country just to try its food?
I do, in fact. I traveled to Japan at Chinese New Year with the goal of eating everything I could.
Did you have a lot of good Japanese foods?
Every single bite. But let's get back to the article. It says, in recent years, the former chef has been going abroad to find adventure and the most authentic dishes he can. We're going to look at our first vocabulary word today, the noun adventure, which is spelled A-D-V-E-N-T-U-R-E, adventure. An adventure is an exciting experience in which dangerous or unusual things happen. For example, Nick is traveling to South America next week, and he's excited about the adventure.
Adventure 名词，冒险经历。我们可以跟家人或朋友们去冒险。We can go on an adventure or have an adventure together with our family or friends. 之后呢，我们还可以写成一篇冒险故事 an adventure story.
Okay, so he travels around looking for exciting things and eating authentic food. What does it mean by authentic food, though?
Authentic 是一个形容词，代表真实的、可靠的。Authentic food 指的就是当地原创的美食。另外，再造2个例句给同学，让各位更了解如何应用 authentic 这个字。We are trying to look for the authentic manuscript of the book. 我们正试着找寻这本书真正的手稿。找到之后呢，我们就可以证明我们的研究结果是可靠的。Once we find it, we can prove that the result of our study is authentic. Okay, let's go back to our article to find the most authentic dishes.
Okay, well, the best part of Anthony Bourdain's adventures is that we can join them too. The article says his journey is the focus of TLC's show Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown.
TLC Travel and Living Channel 旅游生活频道 I love to watch the shows on this channel and sometimes I watch his shows. Have you ever watched his shows?
I have. In fact, I watched one where he came to Taiwan.
Ooh.
But he's going somewhere different in this show. The article says, on the first episode of the show's new season, Bourdain travels to Greece in the summer.
The first episode 也就是第1集，美国的影集当中呢是有分季的，第1季 Season 1， 第2季 Season 2， 每季里的集数呢大约相同，通常是10到20个 episodes。
Okay, so Greece is a pretty cool country, and not just for its great food. The article tells us he's on the island of Naxos, which Greek mythology claims is the home of Zeus, the mightiest of the gods. We see the adjective mighty here. It's spelled M-I-G-H-T-Y, mighty. Mighty means that something or someone is very strong and powerful. Let's use the adjective mighty in an example sentence. The soldiers knew they would never win a battle against the king's mighty army.
Mighty 形容词，强大的、强而有力的。文章中呢，以形容词最高级 the mightiest 出现。同学们有没有发现呢？如果我们把 mighty 字尾的 y 去掉，我们会看到 might 这个助动词可能。但同学们小心哦。Might 还可以当作名词，就是力量的意思。So Anthony Bourdain is on the island of Naxos in Greek mythology. 在希腊神话当中，这里是天神 Zeus 宙斯的家。
Now, like usual, Bourdain has found someone to show him what to do and where to eat. The article says Bourdain comes to the island with Lambros, who owns a bar in Athens.
旅游时呢，有地陪真的很不错。It's always better to find someone who can tell you what to do.
I agree. Local people always know where the best food is, too. Now, let's find out what Lambros tells Bourdain. The article says, Lambros explains that the majority of Greek people like to visit the islands to relax. Now, here we see the noun majority. It's spelled M-A-J-O-R-I-T-Y, majority. A majority means most of the people or things in a group. For example, there are 12 students in my English class, and the majority of them are girls.
Majority 大多数，那 majority of 后面加一群人，代表的是这群人当中的大多数、大部分，等于 most of。那相反呢，少数、少部分，我们说 minority。The minority of 后面加一群人，也就是一群人当中的少数、少部分了。那如果今天你要讲的是一群人当中的一些，我们可以说 some of or a few of。那如果我们要讲的是很少、几乎没有，我们可以用 few of 来说。
Okay, so most of the people who travel to Naxos are going there to relax or to rest. Let's find out why. The article says it certainly helps them forget that Greece is going through an economic crisis. Now we see the phrase go through here. To go through something means to experience a difficult or unpleasant situation. In an example sentence, we could say, Ella's father just died, so her family is going through a hard time right now.
Go through 文章当中啊，当的是经历。后面加一件困难的事情，那这边跟同学们补充哦 ，go through 呢也可以是仔细查看或是法案通过的意思。我每天早上都查看我的电子邮件 ，I go through my emails every morning。不幸的是，这项法案没有通过。Unfortunately, the bill didn't go through.
Okay, so next we saw the adjective economic, which is spelled E-C-O-N-O-M-I-C, economic. The adjective economic describes things that are related to business, money, or the economy. For example, many tourists have started visiting the city, so it has seen some economic growth.
Economic 是一个形容词，代表经济的。Economic crisis 文章当中提到的就是经济危机。那如果今天没有经济危机，我们有经济上的成长 ，economic growth。这些用法呢，全部都跟一个地区的经济 economy 有关系。那经济学怎么说呢 ？Economics。
Okay, we also saw the noun crisis here. Crisis is spelled C-R-I-S-I-S, crisis, and it's a bad situation that you need to fix quickly to avoid more bad things happening in the future. For example, this country is facing a water crisis. There hasn't been enough rain to water crops or provide drinking water.
Crisis 危机 Economic crisis 经济危机 Political crisis 政治危机 When something is in crisis 代表某事在危机之中 His business is in crisis, so he's trying very hard to save it.
So we know that Greece has been having a lot of problems with its economy, but Bourdain is focused on his holiday. The article says Bourdain doesn't want to think too much about Greece's economy. I think even if you're on holiday, you should be aware of what's going on in the country you're in. It's important to learn about that country's problems and learn about its people. But it's always nice to go on vacation to escape from stress, so maybe that's what Bourdain wants to do here.
Well, he's a foreigner in Greece, so like you said, he went there just for vacation. But actually, when we travel, it's always good to pay attention to what's going on in the country we're in.
So let's find out what Bourdain is interested in. The article says, instead, he plans to relax, nap, and eat on the beautiful island.
That doesn't sound like a bad plan.
That's true. It does sound nice. In fact, the article says his idea of a perfect vacation is to stay put and do nothing. Now we're going to take a quick break here to find out what today's shortcut for you, stay put, means.